gorgeous people. This is Amber's DIY and other stuff. My name is Amber Meeks. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy you found my channel. I like to do fashion and craft DIYs, as well as share my shoe collection, shopping hauls, and subscription boxes with you. If any of that is of interest, please consider hitting that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you know every time I upload a video. Alright guys, I actually don't have a shoe haul for you today. I know, crazy. I am totally slacking, right? At any rate, what I wanted to do today was share some of my spiked heeled shoes with you because there is quite a variety that I have, and I wanted to give you my tips and tricks for walking in shoes like this and the best types that you can buy because I have some that really damaged my shoes, so I definitely wouldn't want that to happen to you. So without further ado, let's jump into this thing. Okay guys, so I have 10 pairs that I'm going to go over with you today, and because there are so many pairs of shoes, I'm going to go ahead and do a split screen, so as I'm talking about the shoes, you'll see me walking in them. Okay, doesn't really matter where I start. I'm just going to start jumping in. Okay, so I have this silver pair right here. I really like this pair, and there is actually no damage on the shoe. I've worn it. I don't know if you guys can tell. I have definitely worn this shoe. See how it's like messed up on the bottom and stuff like that? This is a great shoe. I got this at Gabe's several years ago, and I love it. I got it in gold and this color as well. Now, the spikes on this shoe aren't too hard, but I can tell you these things do hurt. I mean, like I'm pressing my finger on it, and it does hurt, but it's not gonna you're not gonna bleed or nothing like that. I like how they did the stones and all this in between. So these are really nice, and they're very easy to walk in because these spikes aren't very long. Now, I still feel like I have to watch what I'm doing and maybe spread my legs a little bit further apart when I'm walking so that I don't mess these up, but these are one of the easier pairs for me to walk in. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into these because I have these right here. I love these, but these babies are sharp. Okay, these is sharp. You're definitely gonna hurt yourself or somebody else with these shoes on. I'm just saying the back ones here aren't as bad as the ones that are up here. So the problem with this design is that they are difficult to walk in because if you scrape this onto the other shoe, let's see, I have some right here. This material here seemed to take it very well, but I did scrape on the side of this shoe with the other shoe when I was walking. So this like fabric satiny material seems to take it a lot better than one of the other shoes that I'm going to show you that I totally messed up, and they're like my favorite, total favorite pair for this whole bunch that I'm going to show you today. So it's really super bummer, but you know, I'm a DIYer. I could fix it, but I haven't bothered doing it yet. Nonetheless, this pair is not one that I would suggest for somebody if you like want to walk normal and not worry about, you know, slicing your foot open. I'm just saying they're not that sharp, but they're pretty sharp. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this pair here. I love this pair. It's a nice curved heel, and we got all the spikes going up the back. Now, if the spikes were just here, this would be perfect, but because they put them back here, and because I'm not sure if you guys are going to really get the feel for what these look like, they're super sharp, right? So because they are sharp, super long, not sharp, they're super long. So because they're so long, I definitely felt like I was trying to walk with my legs spread pretty far apart so that I wasn't scraping the other shoe with this shoe. Now, I didn't damage them or anything when I wore them, but I gotta say, I wouldn't suggest this pair comfortability wise for walking because these spikes are so long. So just pay attention to the length of your spikes, and that's going to help determine whether or not you should get that shoe if you want to be able to walk normal. If you're like me and you're like, yes, those are fabulous, and you're going to buy them anyway, you could do that too. All right, so what do we have here? So I have this pair here. Now, this is the kind that I would suggest for anybody. First of all, these spikes are not sharp at all. These are super, they're not soft, but they're super dulled down spikes. So I would definitely suggest this type for anybody who wants to get a spiked pair of shoes. They have the smaller ones down here on the bottom, then they work their way up to a little bit longer ones, but these ones aren't very long at all. You don't have to walk funny. You don't have to overcompensate for how long the spikes are in this shoe. So I really like this design. There is nothing in the front, so there's just the spikes in the back. But look at how fabulous this shoe is with all the gems on it. How cute is this shoe? Oh, I love it. I haven't worn it in a while, but I did wear it. I'm just saying, every pair of shoes that you're going to see today, I've worn them at some point. Okay? All right. This pair here was a DIY. How fun are these? So I DIY'd these with these cat claw spikes, okay? And believe it or not, this sequin stuff that you're seeing right here is from the Dollar Tree. Now, because I designed this one and did it myself, this was a totally black boot, and I just painted the bottom red, and then I added the strand of gems from the Dollar Tree, and then the cat claw spikes in the back, and of course I did the trim right here as well. And these are super comfortable to wear because the spikes are all in the back. Yes, they're long, but you don't have to worry about hitting the other shoe that's beside it or anything like that. So this is a perfect design. Because I did it? No. But it is a perfect design if you're going to have spiked shoes, and they're going to be long spikes if they're in the back, because it doesn't matter. So there's none on the sides, there's none in the front. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. They're just in the back. I think these are super comfortable and like the best kind to walk in, not just because I made them. Okay. So let's jump into these ones. Now, we're not going to talk about the fact that these came in damaged, blah, 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 blah. These are very nice and comfortable to walk in terms of where the spikes are located and how like sharp they are. They're not super sharp. They're not super long. And I like how they put them like in the back here, like a caged look, and then just some on the front. Again, a perfect design. These are on the back and right in the front on top, and you don't have to worry about hitting the other shoe with these. This is a great design as well. The shoe itself is not comfortable though, because this strap that they have right here needs to be back a little bit further in order for the shoe to set right on somebody's foot. If they had tried these on somebody and did some actual research before they put those in that location, they would know that. But nonetheless, I love this shoe. I think it is such a gorgeous shoe. I'm just seriously considering popping these straps out and moving them down a little bit further so that they're more comfortable for me to wear. But nonetheless, as far as the spikes go, this is a great design. Right on the top in the front and right in the back. Okay? So I also have these ones right here. And again, this is a fabulous design. You don't have any spikes here or nothing like that. You just have some subtle small spikes right here in the back of the shoe. This was one of my first pairs, I think, of the heelless shoes. I got these so many years ago, but I love this shoe. This is still one of my favorites that I ever got. And I really like the spikes on the back of it. They're cute. They're small. They're not sharp. Again, another really great design. I love these shoes. I have them in this color and I have them in silver. They're one of my favorite pairs. Okay, so this one right here is one of the newer pairs that I got. I love this shoe. So when I got the other one, it was damaged. It was missing some of the spikes. You want to know something funny? I didn't realize that the new pair that I got in was gold and the other spikes are silver. I didn't know that. So now I have a silver and a gold, but the silver one's damaged. So now, instead of turning the silver ones into something else completely, like I was going to do, I'd like to try to replace these spikes. We'll see how that goes. Nonetheless, as far as the design goes, these are super long, guys. They are not sharp. They're not sharp, that sharp at all, but they are super long. But this is a brilliant, and I do mean brilliant design, and definitely one I would suggest for people, because on the inside of the shoe, they didn't do that. That was super smart, guys. I can't say how super smart that was, because you don't have to overcompensate. You don't have to worry about hitting the other shoe, because they didn't do those super long spikes on the inside. So they're just on the outer edge, well, on the top and the outer edge of the shoe. Perfect design. This is an excellent, brilliant design. I mean, I don't even know. I would have thought of something like that, maybe with a lot of time, and I was like an actual shoe designer. Maybe I would have, but I just think this design is brilliant. And this is definitely one that I would suggest for somebody if you just want to be able to walk comfortably, but have some super cool spiked shoes, right? Okay, not to mention they're heelless, guys. Come on. They are gorgeous. Okay, enough about this. All right, so I have this non-exciting pair. This is like the next to last pair. Sorry, I went from like exciting to this. Nonetheless, guys, this is a really cute pair as well. I love the fact that these are kind of dolled down studs, well, spikes, which is really cool. And then they, of course, they have the gems on the inside. I think they're all different. Yeah, they're different sizes, which is really cool. This is a super cute shoe. I love this shoe. Definitely super comfortable to wear. Again, the inside has no spikes, so you don't have to overcompensate. You don't have to worry about hitting the other shoe. But honestly, these ones were small enough where that wouldn't have even been a concern anyways. But now it's for sure definitely not a concern. And these are extremely comfortable to wear because they don't have any on the inside and they just did it on the outer edge. That is the kind of design I would highly suggest for anybody who wants to buy a spiked pair of shoes. So this last pair is my favorite. favorite pair for all the ones that I've shown you, but they're damaged. It's so devastating. Oh, they're right here. So devastating. So they are boots. Let's turn them around, guys. Look at this. They are gorgeous with the Vogue. Oh my gosh, I love these boots, right? But here's the problem. So they have those sharp spikes that I showed you that were like in this one. So it's the exact same design. The difference between this one and this one is the material that they used on the boot. Because they use this plasticky kind of material on the boot, it definitely, I'll zoom in for you guys right here. Look at that. Wow. I mean, I took a huge chunk out of these boots. I am not excited or happy about that. I was so devastated when I noticed it. And I wasn't sure how I was going to fix it. And I'm still really not sure how I'm going to fix it. But nobody notices it when I have them on unless I point it out to them. And my other concern is, am I going to do that again? Probably. I mean, these are hard to walk in, guys, just because you're trying to overcompensate for not hitting the other shoe. Oh, you guys, I just noticed. Look at this. I did not know that. Look, I cracked one of those spikes off. Look at that. What the heck? I had no idea that even happened. Okay, so now I got to fix that too. Oh, wow. I did not know that happened, guys. I'm just saying. Okay, so clearly these need some work. I'm just saying. But honestly, nobody would even notice that. Nobody's like taking a microscope up against my feet looking at my shoes, so no one would notice that. But I definitely want to fix it because it's like bothering me now. But nonetheless, I love these boots. These are definitely one of my favorite pairs of boots, and I have another pair very similar to this style, but they're like a chevron print, a black and white chevron print. I love them. They're gorgeous, but again, you have to overcompensate because these suckers are sharp, man. I mean, I seriously, if I press hard enough, I'm sure I could probably cut my finger. These are sharp and you'll definitely get hurt. And look how it took out the side of this shoe. I'm just saying, that's crazy. So I would not suggest this style unless you're like me and you're like, okay, those are fabulous, I have to have them, I'll figure it out. But I would definitely go for ones that have like shorter spikes and they're like more dull and they don't have the spikes on the inside. That's always the way to go because you don't have to overcompensate and kind of walk goofy with your legs spread apart. I guess I probably waddle like a duck when I have these on. That's not sexy. The boots are sexy, but the walk would not be sexy. So nonetheless, just make sure that when you're buying spike shoes that you take all of these things into consideration. If you would ever decide to buy shoes like this, I don't know how many people want shoes like this, but I thought that would be an interesting video to put out for you guys, and hopefully some of the advice that I gave you is helpful. All right, guys, that's all I got for you in this video, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye! My name is Amber Meeks. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy you can see that. That looks weird, just having this boot sticking up, huh? What do I put it here? Yeah, you can't see it there. Okay, cool. Try it again. So I just want to give you my tips and tricks on how to manage this. Does that work? Okay, hold on. Whew, I still can't see very well. What's up, gorgeous people? This is Sam. Did it right the first time. Now you're messing up. Awesome. All right, guys. I actually don't have new shoes. A shoe haul. I think I totally messed that up. Okay, let's do it again. And I'm going to like do a split screen and you'll see me walking in the shoes on the left or the right. I don't know, wherever the split screen decides is best for me to put it. Does that make sense? All right, try it again.